Welcome back, guys. So what happened today? Why did Bitcoin and crypto go down during market hours, yet the market, the stock market, go up? Like, how does that make sense, right? And today, there was no really bad news, but there was. So I'm going to talk about what that is and how stupid it is. But, you know, first things first, today, the U.S. market went up. It was pretty green, in fact, when it ended. Due to the fact that we got ADP job numbers, and it showed that number of jobs went down last month. Employers just aren't hiring as much. Tomorrow we'll get another jobs report and unemployment number. So the reason why the bad numbers came out today and actually lifted things up, because this gives us more ammunition for further rate cuts. We know we're going to get one later this month, but what about the next two FOMC meetings, right? So the percentages went up after today. That's why the U.S. market went up. And tomorrow, if the numbers come in lower than expected, then that's even better for markets. And we will probably skyrocket. However, what didn't make sense was, if everything's green, why did Bitcoin and crypto go down? Today was actually quite weak. Now, after market closed, now we're starting to see a little recovery. But overall, today should have been a green day all around. And, you know, the likes of Strategy and others also went down. Here's the news. So Nasdaq, the U.S. exchange, okay, Nasdaq, is now trying to become an enforcer like the SEC or the CFTC. It's really not their role, but for whatever reason, they decided that in order for these like crypto-backed companies or crypto treasury companies that's becoming very popular, somehow they're taking it upon themselves to audit these people, okay? Meaning they want to see these companies hold official shareholder votes for approval of buying more crypto. They want to see just more audits overall, right, in terms of what they have on a balance sheet and all the things and the safeguards and everything, right? And again, this is Nasdaq, okay? It would make sense that the SEC do this. It would make sense the CFTC do this, because they're the ones that's, you know, in control. They're like they're the safeguards or the police of stocks and commodities, right? Securities. And that's what Gary Gensler was doing before, right? Somehow the Nasdaq thinks that they need to do this. It makes no sense whatsoever. So apparently this is the reason, because they decided to do this. A lot of crypto companies that have stocks fell under because of this new requirement. Now, this is only one U.S. exchange, right? New York Stock Exchange, S&P, and others, or CME, I should say. They didn't say they were going to do the same thing. But again, why? So if you're a crypto company, you shouldn't really want to be listed with the Nasdaq now, right? Because they're forcing this. And they say if you don't comply with them, they will delist you. Again, acting like they're the police of these crypto companies. It's the reason why Strategy went down today also. Even though tomorrow it could be announced that Strategy is being added to the S&P 500, which would be amazing, right? Strategy, overall, the stock has been down, has struggled a little bit, but being added to S&P 500 would be big, big, big news. And it meets every single criteria required, so there's a really good chance it gets added to S&P 500 tomorrow. But still, this whole thing with Nasdaq makes no sense. I don't know what's going on, if they're jealous, they're missing out, or whatever. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So this is the reason. And it's also the reason why after stock market closed, crypto actually recovered a little bit. Okay? It's just really... it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. So tomorrow, you know, depending on how good, or bad I should say, the unemployment number, if tomorrow's unemployment shoots up unexpectedly and jobs report shows that there's a revision or there's really low number of hires for last month, the U.S. market will probably pump up again, which is good. But whether that means that Bitcoin and crypto will pump up, again, uncertain. And I think, you know, in my opinion, if I was the SEC or CFTC, right, and both just came out, remember, I just covered this, is big news, like yesterday or the day before, both came out and said that they're trying to make it so that U.S. exchanges, like the Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange and CME, are able to offer spot crypto. They just came out with this, and then Nasdaq has this. If I was the CFTC and the SEC, I would be calling Nasdaq and saying, hey, this is not your, this is not, stay in your lane. This is not your thing to regulate. This is for us to regulate, right? And obviously, CFTC and SEC both are very pro-crypto right now because they're following the administration, and Trump really wants to make crypto great in America. So they're obviously playing ball, and so if I was them, I would be calling the Nasdaq and say, what the hell are you guys doing? This is not your job. And if you continue to do stuff like this, then we will come after you. It's our job to make sure that these companies do the proper audits, have the proper safeguards, they have the shareholder votes, and they meet the requirements or whatever they're, you know, whatever they may be, right? Yeah. Just makes no sense. Okay. Anyways, that's pretty much it overall. Oh, I saw something else too. World Liberty Financial. A lot of you guys are wondering about World Liberty Financial. It's been falling since its debut, right? And I told you guys, I'm warning you guys, you got to wait until things cooled off. But supposedly they blacklisted a wallet belonging to you know who, Justin Sun. So you know Justin Sun's been trying to get into Trump's year, right? He was the largest Trump coin holder. That's why he got to meet the president. But he also, you know, is involved with World Liberty Financial. But they blacklisted his account, his wallet, because supposedly there are large moves out, like movement of World Liberty Financial tokens. So I guess they're worried that he may be dumping or something. Now it's weird because, you know, of course, if he owns the tokens, he could dump whatever he wants, right? But it's unknown whether or not, you know, maybe they were given to him or he bought it in some kind of pre-sale and he's not supposed to sell or something. We don't know the circumstances. But what we do know is they blacklisted his wallet. So it's really strange. But Justin Sun, you know, that's what I've been saying. Justin Sun, I don't know. He just does a lot of weird things. Very controversial past. Still controversial today. I don't know. Maybe there is an explanation. Don't know. But World Liberty Financial, I only mention it because a lot of you guys keep asking about it in the live chat. A lot of you guys want to jump in thinking it could be big. It could be. Obviously because Trump and family, they're going to keep pushing it and everything else that they're doing. But you gotta let things cool off. It debuted way too high. A lot of insiders sold. And you got to let it find a floor first. Okay? Wherever that may be. And then you know, get in if you want to then, but not too early because we may not have seen that floor yet. So that's it, guys. That's it. So tomorrow will be a big day, huge day, but that's the reason why we fell. Again, I'm hoping we hear something tomorrow or at least early next week about the SEC and CFTC talking to the Nasdaq, because this is not something that they're supposed to do. This is what the regulators are supposed to do. So it's just really weird all around. All right, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Oh, by the way, totally separate. A lot of you guys know I play the game Clash Royale and I'm really addicted to it. I started a clan. I need more members. If you play the game or you're interested in joining, you got to join Discord, go into the Clash Royale channel, and then you'll see my link to join the clan. Totally separate, okay? It's just for fun. I know some of you guys play, or some of you guys used to play, whatever, okay? Anyways, just want you guys to enjoy yourselves in Discord and have some fun and get educated at the same time. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.